guys, Peter from FSBushcraft. Well, finally, got some time to turn around and get some videos onto the channel. It's been one hectic, busy summer, and so I'm finally going to get a chance to go out again with Mr. Wayne, Kullcraven Bushcraft, tomorrow night here in our local area. And as a fun little challenge, we've turned around and he put the challenge out that when we go out this time to turn around and pick just 10 items. And you know, there's been a lot of those videos going around about the 5-pound pack and you know, all that kind of stuff, but thought, hey, this is kind of cool. As most of you know, Wayne turned around and was on the show alone, and it made it interesting. It made me sit here and think. At first, I have to say, you know, these guys turned around and when they went on the show, they had to pick 10 items to plan for possibly a year. We're just going out overnight, and it was fun. It was really fun to sit down and try to think of what to take rather than normal. You know, when we go, as some of you know, sometimes I pack a little overloaded because of the fact of, you know, having kids and stuff like that, and every time we go out, I always got everything, you know, the comforts and stuff. But it was more of a challenge to turn around and get back to the way that I used to be, you know, before the family and everything else, and I used to go out, and of course being in the military and stuff like that, and you know, not carrying a whole lot of gear. So, these are the 10 items I picked. Now, I've got, obviously, my sleeping bag, which is number 1. Number 2, I've turned around and got my 8x10 dart. So that right there is 2 items. That's my sleep system. My mini Sawyer water filtration system, because I'm not going to bring water, so we're going to be in an area that has water. Bringing my trusty kettle. Of course, with my kettle I can turn on and boil water, make my coffee, as well as turn it on if I needed to cook anything. I'll just have to turn on and cook it in the kettle. Headlamp, cordage, so my 36 bank line, compliments of, and I gotta say thank you again, when Chris from Woodcraft come up and visit us from Maine, he turned around and gave me a roll of the 36 bank line. Love it, love this stuff, it's awesome. So that's my cordage that I'm turning around and bringing. Also turned around and got a new ferro rod, compliments of Andy from Bushcraft. Actually going to get to take this thing out, and when I'm out there I want to see if I can turn around and find a nice piece of wood. I'm going to turn around and make a little handle for it. But I've got that, so I can start fire. Obviously bringing my trusty Baco saw, as well as my 37 or SCH F37. The reason I'm bringing my 37 instead of my 42 is because of the fact I'm not bringing a hatchet. In our area, it's nice to turn on and have something you can chop with, and as we all know, and we've said it many times before in the reviews, the 37 will turn around and do that job, not a problem at all, as well as turn around and also do any fine detail work that I may need. At the same time, I'm also turning around and bringing out my new Schrade shovel. Now the shovel I'm actually in the process of turning around and doing a review on, and putting a video together that'll be out shortly, and my opinions of the shovel and stuff like that, which I love. And I'm bringing that because of the reason of the shelter that I'm going to build, which I'll be filming while I'm out there and turn around and show you what I'm doing. So as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 items to turn on and pick. It was not hard, but it wasn't easy either, I must say, just turning on and going overnight. Now there is a couple of stipulations that we turned out and made, you know, obviously just going out for overnight and stuff like that. We weren't going to include, you know, food items. Obviously we're going to bring something to munch on while we're out there, but we're only going out for, what, 24 hours, so it's not like we need a whole lot of food. But the one thing is I'm not bringing a plate, cup, bowl, or silverware, as you can tell, to turn around and eat, utensils, because that would all count as an item. And this is just a fun little challenge that we're doing to go out for, you know, just for a night out. So I'm not bringing any of that. Now the one thing that we are bringing that's not going to turn around and also count as an item is obviously the one thing that I would turn around and suggest to anybody that's turned around and packing any kind of kit or doing anything to turn around and go out in the bush is definitely a first aid kit. I know there's been a lot of videos recently on YouTube going around of different first aid kits and stuff that people carry, and I'm in the process of doing that as well, putting out a kit. I've been talking with a few people out there, as you know who you are, and my different kits, so that'll be a video that'll be coming soon, and I'll turn on and show it, so I'll be bringing my first aid kit. But so yeah guys, so This is the 10 items I turned around and picked to go out. Now I thought at the same time, kind of welcome back to the channel and getting back. I've had quite a few new subscribers and stuff like that as well. And as I said, as most of you know, I've been busy turning around and building the cabin this summer, and have not got to get out and do a lot of videos at all. So I'm going to start this video off as kind of my 10 items that I turned around and picked to go out, and I'm going to turn around and have some fun and kind of get the ball rolling in a challenge. So, and the challenge is, I'm going to challenge Chris from Woodcraft. Chris, the next time you go out, buddy, you're only allowed to turn around and pick 10 items. And only 10 items that you're going to take. Now, obviously, you can put all these items in whatever pack you choose. The pack doesn't turn around and count as an item. But obviously, you know, it can't turn around and have a bunch of gadgets and stuff like that on it. Whatever the gadgets that you have, your 10 items you pick, they're the gadgets that you're allowed to bring. They're the gadgets that you have to use for your night out, or whatever the case may be. Same as, like I said, the first aid kit that I'm bringing. My first aid kit, I always have, you know, a fire starter and stuff like that in my first aid kits, as well as, you know, little tools and stuff like that. But not going to turn around and use that at all. The only reason that first aid kit's going to be there is obviously common sense. Let's make it fun and have some fun, but it's there in case, you know, something does happen. You know, you cut yourself or whatever. You know, we're not going to be stupid. You know, we've got the first aid kit there. So, to get back, I'm kind of getting off topic. It's been a while since I've done a video, guys. So I'm going to challenge Chris from Woodcraft. Next time you do an outing, dude, you can only turn around and pick 10 items. These are the 10 items I turned around and pick. And the other person I'm going to turn around and tag is I'm going to tag my good buddy, Donnie Pavellini. Donnie Pavellini Outdoors. Next time you go out, really think about your kit, dude. 10 items. 10 items only. Kind of have some fun. I thought, hey, you know, it was a great first season of the Alone Show. I enjoyed watching it, and fortunately, I have the privilege of turning around and going out all the time and calling him a buddy, Mr. Kullcraven from Wayne, I should say, from Kullcraven Bushcraft. And I thought, hey, what the heck? Let's make it a little fun thing and see where it goes from there. So there you go. Chris, Woodcraft, Donnie Pavellini Outdoors. You've been tagged in this little challenge that I'm going to turn around and start. Your next outing that you go out on, you can only turn around and pick 10 items. And it's a lot of fun, I must say. And once again, got to give kudos to all the guys that were on the Alone Show and did that. You know, just another refound respect for you know, what they had to do and having to pick 10 items that possibly last for a year. It's not as easy as you think. You might sit back and think, oh, 10 items, not a problem. I can turn around and pick 10 items. You know, sit down and really think about it. 10 items is not a whole hell of a lot when you really think about it. Especially if you turn around and building shelters and everything else. But anyway, there you go, guys. Once again, Peter from FSBushcraft. God bless. Have fun.